Hi everybody, welcome back to this channel. Thank you for so much for always coming back. If you're new here, welcome. Oh my God, I'm taking my tea here. That's why I sound like I'm stammering. If you're new here, welcome. And this is your girl, Betty AZ. For all the returning subscribers, thank you for always being here. And guess what? Today, as some of you requested me to bring a guest, I remember, I can't remember that comment was from who, but they said, "Oh, Betty, it's been a minute without you bringing a guest, and we need those guests coming back." And you know what? Your wish is my command. Today, I'm so excited to bring you none other. Drum rolls. Are you ready, guys? Because I have an amazing guest today. So let me bring him on and he can introduce himself and tell us who he is and all that. Yeah. So welcome our guest to the channel.
Yes. Asante sana. Thank you so much.
Let me bring you on right here. Yeah.
Yeah, tupo site.
Tupo side. Welcome on board. Welcome
Yeah,
to
thank you.
KAZ.
Thank you so much. Yeah. Everything has a first time.
Yeah, I know we've been planning this for a long time.
For a minute.
Yeah, but God, God's time is the best. So this is the best time.
Kabisa.
Okay, so you tell us who you were. Nimekusifia huku. The introduction was hot. So introduce yourself.
My name is Gary Wenaina, but my channel name is called Mkenya Marekani. So I'm Kenyan. I live here in Pacific Northwest, and that's Washington State. Our capital is Seattle. Yeah, niko ndani ya viungani, niko mamshadha za Washington sasa huko ndani. So but thank you so much for hosting me. I really appreciate.
You're welcome. And it's a good thing you said Washington, Seattle. Most people, they say Seattle, they think Seattle is the state.
Yeah. And also when you say Washington, people think Washington is DC.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, DC is capital, then
So,
we have the state.
yeah.
Yeah.
So you are in Seattle, a city in Washington.
It's like I'm in Naivasha or Nakuru, but Nairobi is Seattle sasa. I have to. It's 1 hour. It's 1 hour. I mean, maybe 45 minutes to Seattle. That's like
Yeah.
our city. Nobody lives in the city in America, because if you live in the city, the bills are too expensive. So, but by saying we live in Seattle, Washington, people get to like understand. It's like we are giving you a direction where we live.
So what's so good in Seattle? Many people dream to come to Seattle. We hear actually when I was back home, all I could hear is Seattle.
Seattle is a safe place for mostly migrants, and they are cushioned. Migrants are cushioned here. That's how you see people come here, regardless of how you came. They come, and even kesho yake mtu ashaanza job, because there is the cushion. You can drive with even a Kenyan driving license for 1 year.
In
So
Seattle?
yeah.
Oh wow.
So there's a lot for immigrants to do here, and in terms of jobs, because our people, like most Kenyans, have businesses, so it's easy to be employed, hata kama ni ile ya kidogo kidogo ya kukiangalia vile kunakaa. So we have so many opportunities, and we have also if you are a corporate person, there is also a number of big companies like Boeing, like Amazon. We have Microsoft. So it's still home to tech industry as well as health industry.
Oh wow, that's good. In
Yeah,
Kenya, where do you come from?
I come from Eldoret.
Yeah.
That's where I was born and raised. I went to a primary school called Kidiwa Primary School. Then I went to Moiben, then Wareng High School. Tulikuwa korofi tukarudishwa day school. But I'm proud to say that Wareng is where our president went. So You might not know Wareng, but you know the president.
Yeah. Oh wow. Hmm?
Yeah, yeah. So yeah, and then I moved to Nairobi back in 2004. So nikaanza kuhustle. Mimi nilikuwa msanii, by the way. Kenya nilikuwa msanii.
Yeah.
I was a musician. So I've done a lot in the music since back in Nairobi and Kenya at large.
Okay.
So yeah, yep, that's me basically where I grew up.
So we have a lot of people here watching, and maybe they're looking at you like, hapa kuna kijana ameiva. Do you have people? Are you taken? Are you
Yeah,
in the
yeah.
soko?
I'm taken. Sijui kama pete yangu inaonekana is too bright. Oh, it's too bright. Yep, yep, yep. Yeah, there you go. I'm
Yeah.
taken. I'm taken. Actually, wacha turudi nyuma kidogo. Mi naweza sema vile nilikuja US because watu wanaweza taka kujua.
Yeah.
So na itakuwa motivation kwa say you've gone to the embassy once, you've been denied visa. I was denied visa 3 times.
Wow.
So and it was heartbreaking. Yeah, you are like, do I cry? Mi ni mkubwa sana, siwezi lia. So you
I
like
know.
confused and you can't stay there in the window bana. They will call the police on you or just do something and then you will never even go to the embassy again. So when they say no, it's a no. So anyways, the first time I went to the embassy
Your
was in 20.
network is hanging. Mhm.
Oh, my network is bad. Is it mine? Because I can hear you, I can hear myself. I don't know what's happening.
Yeah, you just continue. It's
Okay.
mhm.
Yeah, so in 2010 I tried my we were nominated for some awards, gospel awards in Atlanta.
Yeah.
So we were with some big artists as well. We were like six, a team of six with some big artists. I will not mention them.
Mhm.
We were denied visa in 2010 and then we reappealed. We were denied again. Then later in life in 2016, I tried because I was married to an American. So I tried to come to the US with a visitor visa. Then I was denied again. This is now the third time, even when I was married to an American.
Wait, hold on right there. So were you married in Kenya already? So you met your wife back in Kenya?
Yeah, we used to live in Kenya.
Oh, okay.
We used to live in Kenya. I think I didn't want to come to the US anymore because in after 2010, just somehow my life started working in Nairobi, and I was comfortable with my life there. So I I told my
Okay.
wife I don't want to live in the US. Let's live in Kenya.
So you
So
were denied visas when you were still married to a US citizen.
yeah, this is like we were married now like 2 years.
Okay.
Yeah, 2 years in.
Mm.
So I was denied visa when I was still married to an American.
Can you imagine the
I
audacity? Huh?
The audacity,
The
the audacity.
audacity.
Yeah, I'm telling you, these
Mm.
people. But
These
now
people.
you're talking to us. You're talking to a citizen. So
Ah.
don't
Look at
worry.
God.
Yeah.
Mm.
So don't worry. Sometimes we get so discouraged, especially with the embassy. Embassy is a hard place, and
Yeah.
it's not. Sometimes it's not about you. It's about them.
Yeah.
Yeah, because unaweza explain vizuri and we've just talked about sometimes English. Our English is so different. Our phrases,
Yeah.
expressions are so different. You might say one thing, but then the embassy correspondent hears their own their own
Thing.
thing,
Mm.
or their
Yeah.
own understanding because of the
Right.
difference of English. And
Yeah.
I believe that's why most people fail to come to the US because our expressions are so different. They are mostly UK based,
Mhm.
while America have very totally different. And then we have also our mother tongue. So sometimes expressing ourselves sometimes is not very easy at the embassy.
Right.
But definitely for me, I always say it's the person who they are on the other side. The third time is the person on the other side that never understood what I talked about. I said
Yeah. Mm.
we were married 2 years
Mm.
ago. We are
Mm.
going for a reception,
Mm.
like the people who never came
Mm.
to celebrate with us, like
Yeah.
an event, kind of an, it's not a wedding because we had our certificates,
Mm.
government certificate and all that.
Right.
And but he never understood that. He said I'm applying for a wrong visa.
Oh.
So because he expected me to have filed, a petition, the
Yeah.
K, the
Right.
spousal visa,
Right.
but I wanted to just visit US. As I told you, my life was in Kenya. I wanted to live in Kenya.
Mm.
I found my route, as a musician. I found my route. So I was like, no, Kenya is the place I want to be.
Yeah.
And this person never understood that we are just coming for an event for people who never came 2 years ago.
Yeah. It's like you're coming to celebrate with the people who never
Yeah,
came to your wedding. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
yeah, on her family side,
Yes.
So, he never grabbed what I told him, and I had brought, nakwambia, ma newspaper. Mimi nilikuwa kwa mpaka kwa magazeti, kwa mpaka kwa TV. Nilikuwa nimekuja na magazeti za kumuonesha.
Kumuonyesha, hey, I'm coming back. I have a, yeah.
Even to show that my marriage is legit. I've stayed two
Right.
years. I even have a girl. My daughter was born in Kenya. That's why I'm saying I was set to live in Kenya.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
That's cool to hear.
she was born in Kenya. So
Mm-hmm.
he denied me, and then I reappealed again. Yeah, and when I reappealed, in fact, I had a bad luck. Sema kupatana na paka kwa barabara. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So I went to the same counter, and he told me, "You were here like a few weeks ago. I think it was 2 or 3 weeks ago.
Yeah.
I don't want to sound biased. I will send you to counter number 10."
Yeah.
I was sent to counter number 10, and the guy, I had time, so he saw my articles. Hey, you look like a very popular person. Yeah, you
Yeah.
sing, blah blah blah. I
Hmm.
think he even googled my name,
Yeah.
there was no question.
Hmm.
He just stamped the thing. He just told me, "Come for your passport. Congratulations. We'll send your passport." Yeah,
You
I
should
think
have
it's
passed by the window, the other person who denied you window and be like, oh.
Mwambie, "Ngo, ngo."
Na hii ni nini nimepewa?
Eh?
Oh my God. Just to make sure that he knows that you got the visa. Like,
My friend,
mhm.
I'm telling that place. Yani,
Mm.
kwanza the embassy, when you enter the embassy, manze, you feel like you're in America, bwana. The cold, kwanza hapo ka breeze, kutetemeka
Yeah.
nayo.
Nasikia kama umeingia Seattle, it's winter now, yeah?
I think it's
But
a preparation.
yeah, so you got the visa, and obviously your wife didn't need the visa. Did you travel, both of you?
With my daughter as well.
Yeah.
My daughter, actually, people say that if you're an American, you have to come give birth here in America. No.
Mm. Mm.
You can give birth wherever you are. If your
Yeah.
one parent is a citizen, their children just becomes a citizen. And as a matter of fact, my daughter received her American passport and birth certificate before the Kenyan birth certificate and passports. That's
Wow,
that's
really?
how
Is
you
that
see the
how it
system.
works?
That's how you see the system. This American system really works.
Wow.
Yeah. So eventually
Oh.
we traveled with my daughter. She was like, I think months old.
Mm. Mm.
We even had to be given that thing. They call it what? Something kwa ndege, because you can't carry your daughter in your laps. Kunako ka kitu
Like a
kana hang,
booster.
yeah. Not booster. There's something that they stick on the wall of the plane. Kitu
Oh.
kama ka box. Some mtoto analala hapo, because she was like months old. Like
Oh,
I think
okay. Okay.
4 or 5 months. Yeah.
Okay.
So definitely shows that system works. You don't have to come to US. You can just give birth wherever you are, then
Yeah,
go to the
okay.
embassy, report as a children born in a foreign land, and
Okay.
they
That's
get
good.
they get the passport and the birth certificate. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So that was in 2016. We eventually came, and I stayed for my 2 months and came and went back home.
Okay.
But when I came here, vindu vichenjanga.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, hey bro, what? Sijapanguza viatu tangu hizi 2 months zipite. Acha bwana.
Yeah, it's a clean place. It's not like
Yeah,
how it is. Yeah.
I was like, we let's remain kwanza. Kenyans were pressuring me, unarudi kufanya nini na uko na mzungu,
Kaa hapa.
kaa hapa. But let me tell you, Americans, they follow order and procedures.
Yeah,
If
she
you
don't
said you
want
are,
you to.
if you
Mhm.
said you are coming for 2 months, we are going back.
That's true.
Yeah, we are going back and we can file everything there. But truth, the point, filing for a spousal visa in
Mm.
Kenya
Mm.
is faster than filing it in America.
Really?
Yeah, we came that was in 2016. December is when we went back, like third, I
Mm.
remember very well.
Mm.
On February, like end February, she filed for me the petition.
Okay.
The beginning of May,
Mhm.
I already had a green card. The whole process was done.
Okay, one thing, what you mentioned, because I've had people inbox me, they say, Betty, I have my boyfriend in the US. He want me to come there, so like we get married and fight for me and all that. So the ladies have a hard time to find. Oh, well, it can be a lady or man, like your spouses on the other in this country. So it's better for whoever is in this country to go back and file petition for you back there. Is it easier than them coming? Because even getting the visa, there's like getting a visitor visa to come here and be with your spouse, it can be hard.
Yeah,
So
that's hard.
yeah.
So what happens is, for us, we were living in Kenya,
Yeah.
so it was okay for my wife to petition for me while we are still in Kenya.
Okay,
But
because
if,
you.
for example, your fiance or spouse is in Kenya and the other is in America, they can
Mm,
file for you while in America.
okay.
Yeah, they don't have to come to Kenya.
Okay.
Yeah, they. But then you must have like some history, like pictures together. They'll need your SMSs, sijui messages,
But which is
everything.
easier? Which is quicker?
You see, for me, it was very quick because number one, both of us are there. Number
Okay.
two, in the whole country, how many people marry Americans? There are very few. So the
Yeah.
line, the line is not too long.
So
But
bad.
if you apply
Okay.
it in America, for example,
Mm,
if we are both here,
mm.
they are Mexican, Japanese, they are
Oh yeah.
everybody. So the line
Yeah.
is so long.
Mm-hmm.
But if
Yeah.
you're in Kenya, you might be the only one. Like I used to go to the embassy, like I'm the only one in the line because
So you
we are
it
not.
took how long? What was the waiting period?
Uh, that's what I'm saying. By May somewhere there, I already had gotten everything I needed. Like I had gone for my medicals, I had gone for any kind of embassy for the appointment, and I had gotten
Wow.
it from Feb to May.
Wow, that was quick. Because
That
I
was
know
quick.
if somebody petition for you when you're here, it will take you about, I think it takes about 9 months or 8 months or a
or,
year.
or, or 2 years.
Or 2 years.
It's because and this is what I always tell guys. If you're married to an American, don't petition immediately. If you petition immediately, it looks like there's something fishy here. you
Yeah.
have you have to stay a little bit. For us, we even had an evidence. We had a daughter, so they just know this thing is not fake. The,
Yeah.
my daughter was a citizen by then. My wife is a citizen. So, and we live in Kenya.
Yeah.
So we had stayed for 2 years. First of all, we got married in 2014, and I had known my wife since 2009.
Oh, okay.
It's a long story. That yeah, I saw it as a very good opportunity because sometimes it's not about the how much you are paid, but the opportunities that are there when you join maybe Navy, for instance, or
Yeah.
Army.
Right.
Because yeah, you can go to school, you can get zero rated mortgages and stuff like that. There's a lot of benefits, and that's why
Mhm.
people join these
Yeah.
forces, not just because they like. But for me, I felt like it's a good opportunity for me to join. So when I came back now, that's why I had to go file for a green card so that I can come back. But
Yeah.
that is what changed my mind to
Hmm.
come back to the US. Because in Kenya I used to teach music. By the way, I used to play for a couple of bands. So, but when now I came back to the US, I wanted to pursue that journey. So niliporudi within now the time we went back, that's in 2017 January, to the time we came back, that's September. Uh,
Mm,
we I was just practicing swimming, sijui nini, kukimbia,
mm.
getting all those miles, because you have to join Navy. You have to swim, I think, 100 meters or something like
Wow.
that.
Yeah.
You have to run. You have to run 1.3 miles
Mhm,
in under sijui 8 minutes. I can't remember very well, but I used to know to understand all that. You have to do 50 push-ups under 2 minutes. So I used to do all that to make myself fit.
mhm.
So I used to do all that. But when I came here, you have to do something else called ASVAB test. You have to do. I did all that, by the way, and I passed
Wow.
ASVAB. I did all the physical. But now on the physical part is when they discovered that in Kenya we test positive for TB test.
Yes, we do.
Yeah, so because of the BCG vaccine that we normally get.
Yeah.
Yeah, so after I tested positive, I had to undertake a medication that is 6 months.
Mm-hmm.
So before they give you that medication, that's when they had to like check if you all your organs are working. That's how they discovered that my kidneys were not working.
Wow.
They were not working. They were working at 5% only. Yeah. So
Wow. So it's a
that,
good thing you even went for this.
yeah, yeah,
You never know.
definitely, that was a blessing in disguise. So
It
I will,
was.
I will never have known.
Wow. And that journey, I can imagine that was
It
hard. Like
changed.
even the
Everything
news was
changed. Yeah,
the news.
everything changed. From there, everything changed. So I started now trying to get better now.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I stopped everything to check on my health now, and
Yeah.
it
I
was
could see
it was
your
a journey.
pictures.
It
I
was a
could
journey.
I saw your video and also your pictures when you were sharing about that story. It was
Yeah,
that was tough.
yeah. It was because living with a condition here in the US, when you're supposed to work, you can't work because you have to deal with these. Some of these conditions are full time job one.
And that's why marriages, people talk about marriage and they say for better, for worse, because I believe your wife stood by you and
Very,
also your
very,
family.
very much, very much, very much.
Yeah.
If maybe she was not for me at that time, she would have left.
So that's a true example of for better, for worse. And you've gone through even a hard moment. You
Yeah.
can be a good person to advise the people who come here, like married couple. Like what is the advice you will tell them to, when they are facing these kind of challenges in marriages? Do they just go their separate ways and say kwenda huko, hata ukiwa Kenya huko ulikuwa unanisumbua sana, umegonjeka, this is karma has unajua nasikianga kama is doing push-ups, so labda your wife was mean, would be like kama was doing push-ups on you, and now you see. So
I know, I know.
talk
I
to
think
families.
I think marriage has no definition. I'm an MC. I've seen a
Mhm.
lot of people giving advice, but I always feel like every marriage is different,
It is.
and you make your own marriage. Like for
Mm,
example,
mm.
there is no way somebody can advise me who is not married to an American. And even
That is
so,
true.
even if you are married to outside your culture,
Mm.
yours is still different. Mine is
It
different.
is. Yeah.
So you make your own culture. You make your own culture. And one thing that works for us, and I believe we are not perfect. We are not perfect, but one thing that works is you drop your culture and they drop their culture, so you make something new that will work for you.
Yeah.
Because believe you me, if I decide to become too much Kikuyu, which I'm not, it will never work. Because I if I know how my dad used to be, is just calm, relax, does not know how we are, know where our homework is, As long as they provided, they think that's enough.
That, yeah.
But here you have to understand that, as a matter of fact, in America, you don't know if you've noticed, it's the men who cook.
Oh yeah. Men cook, men do laundry,
na,
men clean the house, everything.
na si kukaliwa, it's their choice.
Yeah.
So but like, for example, in kids, when we talk about kids, you cannot leave at your children to your wife alone at yeah when baki nyumbani, because you realize even one salary is not enough for you. You cannot be the breadwinner. You have
That's
to
true.
have combined efforts.
Yeah.
So it means if you are home, you will not just wait there at for your wife to come and cook.
Mm.
You will not stay there and your child amekalia mapupu huko hivyo. You have
Yeah.
to change them because they are
Change
your
that
they are
diaper.
yours. They are
Hmm.
yours. And number one, dads have to realize that that relationship with your children is very, very key,
Mm.
very, very important. Because if you leave it for your parents, your wife alone, then they will lose touch with you. You
Yeah.
become somebody very foreign, and
Yeah.
it's hard to switch that back. They will have other people, because they say if you have a daughter, they they mirror you. You are like their first boyfriend.
Yeah.
If you have a son, it's opposite.
Hmm.
They, if you have a son as well, they will want to become a husband like you. So
Yeah.
fathers are very important.
Yeah.
So and you can control the relationship either way. You can decide to become easy. Like mimi mtoto wangu, I've grown changing her diapers. I don't see it's a problem because she's equally mine,
Yeah.
and I shouldn't be told. If people here in Washington or wherever you are, they do kuchange front back, tunaitanga front back for money. Why
Yeah.
not for your kids? You say yet that's
Yeah.
the work of your wife. So number one thing is to demolish all that. This is this is the task for my wife, and this is the task for the husband.
Just
Once
do
you
it. Become a team. Yeah.
become a team. And
Hmm.
number two, the other thing is there's no we grew up knowing that you bring 50%, he brings 50%. No,
Hmm.
it's supposed to bring 100%.
Yeah.
Naye alete 100%.
Yeah. That's a good one.
You become
I
your
thought
100.
I thought you bring your 100% and mine is mine.
Oh, no,
Your
no,
money is our money, but my
but,
money is my money.
by the way, it's not about money. I'm not talking about money here. I'm talking about game.
Everything. Yeah. Mhm.
Like generally.
General. Yeah.
Like you can't say ati huyu alete 50, mi lete 50, we'll only make 100. You'll not
You
be
have.
on your
Yeah.
A game. You have to bring
You
your
go
A
in
game.
100% both. Yeah. I
Yeah,
get you.
if it's love, A game. If it's romance, there's three parts. There's father, there's husband, and then there's boyfriend. Still kwa hiyo ndoa bado
Mm.
lazima ucheze kiwewe, unajua.
Mm.
Yeah. So we have to leave the stereotype out of, especially marriage here in the US, because otherwise you'll be working too much, and then your other person, your other half, will have pleasure elsewhere.
Yeah.
You have to find that balance. So it's not easy here in the US, because bills tumesema zinakungoja, kila kitu inakungoja. At the
Yeah.
end of the day, you still want to live your dream life. Bado kuna people in Kenya, they are looking up to you.
Mhm.
So it's tough to find that balance, but definitely everything is possible.
That is true.
And especially with God in the center, everything is possible.
It is true. That's true.
Yeah, yeah.
So,
So
going back a little bit to your health, so are your kidneys now okay? Did you find a transplant and everything is working perfect now?
yeah, one of the reason I appreciate being in the US, and that's why I always say uh, I love it here more than
Mm.
Kenya,
Mm.
is because people think that when you have now your good house or a good apartment, now you can go retire at home.
Mm.
But you're forgetting we have infrastructure,
Yeah.
roads. Those
Yeah.
you don't build. You can only build your house. You don't
Mm.
build roads. You don't build. the sewer system, you don't build uh, water system, you don't build security system, you don't build all those components.
Mm-hmm.
Health, like
That's
personally, my
true.
my hand is not straight, my hand is not straight because one time I was mkono yangu ilivunjika nikiwa Kenya
Mm.
when I was just big, eh? I was an
Mm-hmm.
adult, nilikuwa napanda mti ya avocado,
Mm.
kuchuna avocado, I fell bana like a thunder bwana. I
Mm-hmm.
was taken to I was taken to Kenyatta. I'm telling
Mm-hmm.
you, just this hand alone, I was admitted 2 days.
Mm-hmm.
I was seen the last day, the second day now, like
Yeah.
night.
Oh my
Mkono
God.
ilikuwa imefura, mkono ilikuwa imefura, kila kitu imefura, hata iwezi nyoroka. My hand is bent. It's not straight. I can't even
Wow.
do this. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm.
So those systems are the ones I'm talking about now.
Yeah.
And that's what convinced me to stay here, especially after I was diagnosed, because I felt like the way the treatment is, the way they give you health education, because I
Yeah.
never knew about kidney failure.
Yeah.
I never had anybody with kidney failure. It's just after I was diagnosed that I now know so many people are suffering from this, because people call me, hey, Gary, nimediagnosiwa, my sister is doing this, my sister is. So I've become like a source of information for many people who are
Yeah.
suffering from kidney failure. So one good thing about America is when you have kidney failure, first of all, there's two types of dialysis, which I did both of them.
Mm-hmm.
There's hemodialysis and there's peritoneal dialysis. I started with peritoneal dialysis, which you do it by yourself, and you can be able to work.
Yeah.
You because you do it wherever you are. So I used to do my events, put it in the car, just escape a little bit, do it in my car for 30 minutes. I used to do 4 times every day.
Wow.
So and just having all those gadgets, it's advantageous to be here for that,
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
health, most specifically for health.
That's true. There.
And then another thing is, if for example like me, I could not have any of my family come to try out if they can become my donors. Okay.
Mm. Mm.
Because there is no that system is not here in America, unless, because there's no hospital that are in conjunction with whatever is here, such that they will
Mm.
send results. So we don't go through the hassle, ulete mtu hapa, they are not even compatible, you know. So there is a system where you are in what we call um transplant list,
Yeah, like a waiting list.
waiting list.
Mm.
So it means that anybody can become your donor, because
Oh,
everybody has an opportunity to become a donor, like when they die.
yeah.
Yeah, so you put that in your driving license, and it's a message that needs to be preached. I know we don't like talking about death and that life, but it's something we need to be talking about, because you can donate your organs like cornea when you die, but people are
Wish
afraid that.
somebody can donate my cornea because I'm tired of my glasses.
Yeah, yeah, because I know people will say, I can't, we Kenya, we cannot introduce that because corruption will start, business will, before they see you, like you have one life, one bar of life, they cut you so they can get all those corneas. And but
Yeah,
in America the system is so straight, nobody can see you in an accident fighting for your life and they kill you completely so they can get the
so that they
kidneys.
can
And
get that one. It's
no,
that's crazy. Yeah, yeah.
that's against the law. And here the law is perfect. It doesn't matter
Mhm.
who you are, the law is perfect. Your license can go anytime. Your
And
license.
people think when they become donors, like it's like you're gonna die a second death or something. Once you're gone, you're gone. I've talked to
Yeah,
somebody who is they do that. They harvest the organs once somebody's
yeah,
gone, and that once you're gone, you're gone. They just take them
yeah.
out and you're
I
buried.
think I think that's a very good thing that American introduced to the people. And mostly everybody I've interacted with, especially from America, they're all donors. They don't feel a thing.
Yeah,
'Cause-
and if it's gonna help someone, like look at you now, because of
yeah.
someone, you always be grateful,
And you
right?
know what? I don't even know this person.
You don't know.
I
Yeah,
don't know the person. They just donated. I mean, they, of course they had written like I have, that when I die, I want anything that will be working and can help anybody, let it be
somebody.
ripped. Yeah, waichukue, they help somebody. Yeah, and it's
Yeah.
pro bono. It's pro bono. You're not paid. Your family will not be paid. You know,
Mm.
when I was waiting for transplant, people say always told me that do you have 3 million? I give you mine.
Wow, that's crazy. Oh, so and from the donors, they are free.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Oh, okay.
They're
Did you
free.
ha- did you wait for a long time?
I waited for 3 years, over almost over 3 years. Yeah,
Wow, wow,
while I
wow.
was doing dialysis. So yeah,
Wow,
but
that's a long time.
eventually, the process was done.
Hmm.
Now I'm close now to 2 years since we did the transplant. Hey,
Hmm.
years are going, bwana. Miaka zinasonga kabisa.
And everything is perfect now. Is working good.
So kidney failure does not have treatment. Dialysis is to prolong your life, same as kidney, whatever kidney they will put
Mm.
is to prolong your life. So if you get a better kidney, you can live much longer if you take care of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and also not just taking care of it. Sometimes your body can reject it. That's why you take some medication for life,
Ah.
and you keep doing the checkups for
Uh,
life. Yeah,
oh, okay.
yeah. So
Yeah, thank.
that's how it goes. That's how it goes. It's people think that once you get the kidney, a new kidney, now you're set. It's a new journey again. You start another new journey of taking care of a foreign organ in your body.
In your body. Oh, you have
Yeah,
to be on medication now for the rest of your
yeah,
life.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah, it's better than dying, It's
yeah.
it's better than not having that organ that is very important to your body. So we thank
Absolutely.
God.
Yeah,
Yeah, keep taking care of yourself, and you're doing a wonderful job even on YouTube. By the way, what really made you become a YouTuber and doing all this? What?
the reason I became a YouTuber is because actually that YouTube is a long. It was this YouTube was my music YouTube, but I decided
Oh.
to change it to open it to information
Yeah, now I'm gonna
because
go back to your videos and see the music, the kind of music, yeah, you used to do.
hizo za kitambo bwana.
Yeah, I'll go back and nikuchekelea kiasi.
Ni za kitambo bwana. So anyway, when I came to the US, I realized if you go to YouTube and search anything, search how to use a camera, you'll find an American, an Indian talking about it, how they started their business. The cake is huge. You can never. In fact, when you help people, you are elevated.
Yeah,
You are elevated. You go higher. You know.
that's true.
So I was like, we need to have our people talk about life, and we tell our own story, because we will always be reading our story from
Yeah.
Americans. They will come to Africa, they say they discovered Mount Kenya. We had that mountain from long time.
Mm.
we,
And we never talked about
we,
it.
we, know, we never talk about it. Even
Yeah.
our Lake Victoria will be called Lake Victoria instead of
Mm.
Lake Akinyi. Yeah, because we don't want to talk about our story.
That's true.
So
Yeah.
we have to change. Otherwise we'll have the Westerners talking about our story, and they will say however they want it. That's why they will paint a picture: Africa is poor, Africa is this, Africa is that. Where are we to talk about the rich part of Africa?
Yeah.
We have to narrate our own stories. We always listen to Kina Kenyatta because they were recorded.
Mm-hmm.
If they were not recorded, we'll never know what Kenyatta used to sound like.
Right.
Martin Luther, we quote him today because he was recorded and books were written about him.
Mm-hmm.
So these YouTubers, and you can bear witness with me, because right now information in Kenya goes like wildfire. We no longer depend on the mainstream media.
Yeah.
Kitu kanafanyika huko, watu wamepiga hiyo story, imejulikana kwote.
Mm. Yeah.
So so I was like, we need to have our own people with these platforms, as many as they can.
Yeah.
And hakuna haja ya kusikilia mtu wivu. We have like a billion 8 billion people in this universe. Kenyans alone are 50 million Kenyans, or 60. There's no Kenyan YouTuber with 50 million YouTubers, I mean subscribers. So we can all share these people.
Yeah, we can share.
we can share we can share, and your people will not be my people. You have your taste, I have my taste, so the cake is huge. We've not even exhausted the icing part.
Yeah.
We've not even dug deep. So I was like, let's start these platforms and tell people. When I was going to the embassy, I never found any information about how to represent myself in the embassy. No wonder I failed 3 times.
Yeah.
But right now,
They
we are
are
talking
teaching
about
them
green card.
from,
We are
yeah.
talking about it's coming up on 6th. In fact, I believe, courtesy of these YouTubers, American YouTubers,
Mm.
the number of green card those who apply green card have increased because of this.
They have. They
Yeah,
have, yeah. Yeah.
yeah.
Wow. Yeah.
So yeah, that's how I look at it.
Yeah. Okay. I see we've gone, we are almost an hour to this video, and I don't want to make it too long.
Yeah,
So I know I'm a Tap Tap ambassador, and you are too. You want to give your Tap Tap name so that people can use it, the
yeah.
code?
Tap Tap is a good app. Yeah, for sending money. Our rates are very competitive.
Mhm.
Yeah, and it doesn't buy to have even 3 apps. By the way, you can have
Yeah.
3 apps on your phone. So don't
Mhm.
say you cannot download TapTap because you have another app. No, it's okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Sometimes you want to send a number that exceeds your normal app. You can use
Yeah.
TapTap then. But
Mhm.
once you try TapTap, it will become your main. Hizo zingine utazitoa sasa.
Yeah.
Because we give $30 for all first timers,
Yeah.
and that's not it. Every person who uses your code, you will also get a personalized code.
Yeah.
Every time somebody uses your code, you get $10, they get $10.
Yeah.
So if you get 10 people who uses your code, that's $100. You can send that $100 to your mama back home, and they use that's like giri shigana. That's like 3100. No, wait, $100 is like, yeah, that's a lot. I can't even count in my head.
$100 in Kenya is right now
Times
it's like
31.
13,000.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Mm.
Yeah. So yeah, you can download TapTap. It's free app, and then use my code GERRIEY, Gary, and without a doubt, you will receive $30 from me. Ah, yeah, pigia Yesu makofi.
Hallelujah. Bwana Yesu asifiwe. Gary, thank you so much for sharing. And I know you're a busy person, and I know there's so much to do, but you spared this time to come. Please, guys, make sure you go check him out on his YouTube channel. What is your YouTube channel name?
Yeah, I'm Kenya Marekani. I have two platforms, Kenya Marekani and Gary Wenaina. Yeah, so you can subscribe to Kenya Marekani, of course. Definitely, you will still be part of us.
Yeah. So subscribe to his YouTube channel. Also, he's on Facebook, right?
Yes, Facebook, Twitter, as Mkenya Marekani utanipata tu huko.
Yeah.
Instagram, Twitter, zote, TikTok, zote.
Yeah.
Tupo site.
Super side, support our brother, guys. And when you get there, make sure you let him know you are from Berry AZ. Umetumwa na Berry AZ kuja subscribe huko kwa.
Ndio hiyo sasa.
Yes. And thank you, guys. I really appreciate. And this is gonna mark the end of our video. You have the last final words you wanna tell our people?
Final word ni kusema ya kwamba uh, if you want to prosper, si lazima ukuje America. There is Europe, there is Asia, there is everywhere.
Mhm.
So what I'm just trying to say is your prosperity is not written America, because America not everybody will come.
Yeah.
Yeah. So but those who want to come, there is a dozen ways to come to the US. You
Yeah.
can come green card, you can come as a student, you can come for B1, B2 visa. There is the C1D visa. There is a
Mhm.
bunch of visas. Just be on the lookout. Everything is online, by the way. You
Yeah.
just check. There is J1, hata tuwezi maliza hizo mavisa. There is a gazillion ways to come to the US. Yeah,
Mhm.
so try your luck. Na usiseme ati tuna kudiscourage, we just put as is so that you weigh your options.
Yeah.
Yeah, but definitely America is a good place to be. I don't regret being here. It's a good place to be.
It is a good place. Yeah.
Yeah.
And we thank God for everything.
Yes.
All right, our
Kabisa.
people. Take care, and we'll see you on the next video. And don't
Asante.
forget to check out Mkenya Marekani. Asanteni sana.
Thank you so much. God bless.
God bless you.